Sup folks, Deadman here, and today let's review Helluva Boss. Yep, that's it. That's the whole intro. That's all I got. Let's go.
Oh shit! Sorry, I fucked your husband.
Helluva Boss is an adult, demonic, gory, animated YouTube series created by Vivian, or vizziepop, Medrano, and it premiered back in 2019 with the pilot. God, simpler times, man. Simpler times at 2019. The second season just kicked off, but if I'm correct, I don't think we ever got like a finale for the first season, and hell, you can fuck up the order if you want. I don't care, so long as we get more of it.
Damn, you're pretty agile for an old lady. I'm like 5 years older than you.
This series revolves around a corporate circus run by many clowns called imps. The circus is also called Imp, just cause it works. The employees at this murder cult involves Blitz, or Blitzo if you want to die today, who has quite literally been clowning around since birth as the boss.
Way to ruin another good thing, sir.
Worth it. That slutty toy clown had it coming.
Luna, a hellhound that definitely had a crush on Shigo growing up. I mean, not like any of us didn't, but still, just saying.
Shut the fuck up!
And the greatest fictional couple on planet Earth, Millie and Moxie. I love these two with every inch of my soul. They are like 83% of the reason I continue to watch this show.
I love that woman.
Oh, she totally pegs you, doesn't she?
Sometimes.
Helluva Boss is a whole lot of vizziepop being vizziepop, lots of cursing and slurs, lots of sex and kinks, lots of gore and violence. But what sets this show apart from other adult-themed shows is, well, actually good writing. Don't you look at me like that. Come on, you know what I'm talking about here. A lot of adult shows, especially nowadays, don't bother writing anything compelling or creating and expanding unique characters. They just throw out a sex joke here and there just so they can expect you to laugh. And if we're honest, most of y'all do. That kind of stuff is really cool when you're a kid, but I prefer more well-written stories that don't have a child filter on it. Not everything you won't hear on Nick Jr. on repeat for 30 fucking minutes.
Shut the fuck up!
I think the main appeal of Helluva Boss for me is the world building. We're always learning more and more stuff about how hell works in this universe. Nothing brings me more joy than when other sources of media reference Dante's Inferno. I've read that story forward and backward, and I fucking love it, let me tell you.
I should have known you'd be here. I can smell fish for miles, which is odd because I believe the nearest ocean is 3 rings down!
It's one of the many reasons that I think Over the Garden Wall is in the top 5 greatest cartoons to ever exist. But that's a story for another day. I love the 9-ring system of hell we got going on here, and that they've turned into like a subway system kind of. Anyone can go anywhere. You also gotta love how perfectly this kind of stuff lines up. The whole thing with IMP is that demons who want living people who wrong them in some way dead. Of fucking course you set up your business on the wrath level. These are the exact people who need IMP.
After lovingly killing my wife for fucking a delivery man.
It's why the teacher found them fucking days after dying, cause this is where she would end up. She wanted that evil hoe dead, goddammit. It's the same reason Loopty found the imps literal seconds after dying. It, however, does not explain why his partner, whose name I can't remember, ended up there. He died what looked like fully satisfied with everything. If anything, he should have ended up in level greed.
Heaven? You don't make millions in technological advances and robotics by not experimenting on the poor.
On the other hand, I did just mention the whole subway thing. I'm rambling and I know it. Moving on. Quick note here. Are you telling me that the Prince of Wrath is a flamboyant, effeminate, horny-ass bottom owl, and the Prince of Lust is a giant, 3-faced, flaming head, buff-ass Azura? The fuck we got going on here? Like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm overthinking it, but what the hell? Unless the Prince of Gluttony is a skinny boy, and that's just the theme we have here, I'm gonna need these two to switch. Too bad though, because they're both bottoms. Got him. For a YouTube series, you gotta love animation this fucking clean. Like, from fight scenes to musical numbers, everything looks up there with like new gen anime animation.
Oh yeah, getting hard on this motherfucker!
This is something that only matters to me, but especially like this bit with Striker, like seeing the shine off of each individual tooth, I straight geek out for shit like this. Not to be confused with a gay geek out, like so.
That's a bit overkill, don't you think?
Well, I just wanted to look a little nicer for you.
You know, usually I try to mix in things that I dislike about a tune during a review, but I honestly got nothing. I don't think there's anything I dislike about. Hold on, let me think. Okay, I got one. In the latest episode, I don't really like how they made Solus's wife an exaggerated, stereotypical bitch wife, just so they could highlight that he and Blitzo are soulmates. I mean, don't get me wrong, clearly they are. I'm just saying, you can make the little twink not in love with his wife because he's gay. It didn't have to make the bird lady the villain of this love story. Another low note of this tune was Millie's character. They've ironed her out pretty good in the later episodes, but for the first half of this season, it's like they didn't know what to do with her. Blitzo was the horny, cursing, loving, enthusiastic one. Moxie was the weak-willed, good with weapons, smart one. Luna was the serious, moody, professional one, and Millie was sort of just there.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it works, ladies. Sorry, your fire doesn't really hurt us, but I mean, I could fake it if that'll get your dick hard.
Like the only reason she was there was to be Moxie's southern wife. Like she wasn't even that good at her job, didn't really bring anything to any conversation, just there. Like I said, later they show that she's more the melee girl. She prefers an axe twice the size of her body than a gun. And we stand.
Do you need a gun or anything?
Nah, I'm good.
And, yeah, that's it. That's all I got for negatives this tune. And as you can see, these two negatives are not deal breakers. I still fucking love this shit. Final verdict, Helluva Boss has characters you'll fall in love with, animation that'll have you drooling, and music that will make you immediately download Spotify. It will also make you cry sometimes, so have fun with that. If this was a grading system, then this tune gets a damn A+, nope, S class. I'm changing the grading system. King of the Dead, signing off.